I leave ESPN and they forced upon me self-employment, and I don't know that I would have chosen it from the safety of the machine. It would be easy to stay there and just keep cashing checks, but some of the things that happened were uncomfortable enough that I felt pushed into something, and it's been a successful business venture because in order to get out of there without making a mess that was loud with headlines, they gave us all our stuff. They gave us all our intellectual property to just don't cause Disney headlines talking about all the stuff you've been talking about. Just leave and take your stuff. And so we packed up our stuff and went, and it's been something that is wildly fulfilling, as all things that are difficult must be. Like if you're going to accomplish something that feels fulfilling, it almost has to be difficult. You have to choose the hard path.
When you're exiting ESPN, is Meadowlark already brewing? Is it not even a thought? Like, what is your thought process? I almost seem like it seems like that, the transition from NBA to what was next for us, it almost seems like that's what that was for you.
I don't do a lot in the way of regret, but one of the things that I would say that I do regret is not planning a little less emotionally my exit on their dime, the way Stephen A. Smith is doing it now on First Take, where across the scroll on the bottom you see, and go check out the Stephen A. Smith show over here that has nothing to do with ESPN, right, where he's saying the things he won't say on ESPN to build his brand outside of ESPN. I did it more emotionally. I'm like, okay, you're going to make me do this myself? All right, fuck it. We'll do it ourselves. And because they let go of one of my guys. My mentor's son was fired off our show without telling me, and that was sort of the last straw after, inhibiting freedoms and stuff. That was the last straw. And so I wish I'd been slightly less emotional because I had about a year and a half that I could have done it on their dime. Mm-hmm. But like I said, the forcing me to do it has made me speed up the curve on what I have to learn about business so that you guys can now see the business gorillas I've got, and you guys can learn from them, and we can make all the things we want to make.
Yeah, I mean, in our situation too, was we kind of saw it coming, obviously with the Paramount situation and Showtime and kind of working and seeing, okay, what was next? It's been a tremendous opportunity with Showtime to partner, learn, build our brand. And when it was time to make a move, similar stuff. I mean, they didn't push us out by any means, but the sign was on the wall, the writing was on the wall, was coming to an end. But in that meantime, we'd already started building our production company. And luckily for us, Paramount and Showtime, and shout out Steven Espinosa, they found a way for us to get all of our intellectual property, all of our archives, and it was almost like a good luck situation. So when we left, we got lucky and landed right on our feet because we had already started building this company. And then 2 months after we're up and running, we get news that we're going to have the opportunity to team up with you guys and pick your brain and learn and utilize your ecosystem and feel like we can bring some some credible and good stuff your guys' way too. So I mean, again, we talked about this all night at dinner last night. We won't bore you guys with that conversation.
It was a good conversation.
Really
it wouldn't have been
excited.
boring. Close the restaurant. Close the restaurant.
Yeah, for real.